Yeah, about 3 months, I lost almost 20 pounds.
Refresh my memory, but well, like when was the last time you saw progress like this?
Yeah, I would say like a little over 3 years ago, where I was preparing for my wedding. And I've been trying to lose weight for about 5 to 6 years now. And I've been struggling for a very long time. And, I've tried everything possible. And I saw Lewis's Instagram profile, and I saw the crazy transformation he had. Seeing Lewis's transformation, I was like, you could do it. I could do it. Right.
Introduce yourself, and yeah, and we'll go from there.
Alrighty, sounds good. So my name is Aakif. I am from Chicago, and I saw Lewis's Instagram profile, and I saw the crazy transformation he had. And I've been trying to lose weight for about 5 to 6 years now, and I've been struggling for a very long time. And I've tried everything possible, like doing keto diet, doing salad and chicken and all that stuff. But the biggest problem I've had was the consistency. I couldn't be consistent with it. Another thing was lack of motivation. Like it's easy to stay motivated for like 2 weeks, and then after that you start going downhill again. And even after I got married, which was 3 years ago, that was a big change for me as well. So like, a lot of the hangouts and, just chilling with the wife was like, traveling. It consisted of a lot of eating, and, slowly I just kept gaining weight. And it was mentally weighing on me a lot as well. So I just didn't know where to go. And then seeing Lewis's transformation, I was like, dude, like he's telling me himself, if he could do it, I could do it. All right. So why not give it a shot? So reached out to Lewis. Lewis is super kind. I think that's because also he's Canadian. Canadians are known to being kind. But reached out to Lewis, and Lewis told me, hey, it's all in your head. It is very simple. Stay in a calorie deficit, stick to workouts, and he helped guide me and showed me what kind of meals I could eat. And the craziest thing is like I didn't realize, but as long as you're in like a calorie deficit, you will lose weight. And it's just about consistency. And there will be times that you steer off path, but that's totally fine. Like there's days like I'll have like 4 Oreos with like a cup of whole milk, right? And like that's like a quote unquote no, but
Yeah.
I'll check the next morning and like I still lost weight. So like I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like I don't have to stick to just salad and chicken. Like, you could eat what you want as long as it's moderation. Like, and you are like, tracking your calories, you will lose weight.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's solid to hear. Like everything, like the
yeah,
background, right? Trying to lose, and it really is that simple endeavor, right?
yeah.
Like we just laid it out, and like, okay, man, this is what you got to do. These are the next steps. You're gonna have some days where it's rocky, but once you get back on track, that's where the magic happens. We've lost, like, we started end of October, right?
Yeah.
And
It wasn't even officially like end of October. End of October was when I made the decision.
yeah,
And so I would say like beginning of November was truly when I started like, tracking my calories and like weighing my food by gram.
mm,
So yeah, I think since November till today, which is what is it, January 25th?
mm-hmm.
Oh, you were right. It
Oh.
is January 25th. So yeah, about 3 months, I lost almost 20 pounds. So I was started off being 265, and today I am 246.6. I did reach 245, but I think because I ate a donut yesterday, kind of went up.
Yeah, yeah. No, and we were just talking about that. Like, it's totally cool to have that thing. It's no big deal, and that's what
Yeah,
makes it sustainable, and that's what makes it works in the long run, right? You can have that thing, or you can have
yeah,
that donut, you can have that cookie, whatever it is, and still make
yeah,
progress. And I
yeah.
just want to say, like, I know we've been messaging like between me and you back and forth, like, how much you've changed, but like, how do you really feel about losing the weight so far?
I feel great, man. It's crazy. Like in the beginning, like I would always be bloated, and like whenever I would eat, I wouldn't feel good. Like my chest would start hurting. Like I would start huffing and puffing coming up the flight of stairs, and that's when it really hit me that I needed to change, make a change. I was carrying my daughter up the stairs in her car seat, and when I got to the top, I just found it really hard to breathe. So that's when I was like, I gotta make a change because I gotta stick around for her and my wife, right? So yeah, it's crazy. Like I feel great. I am fitting in clothes that I never thought I would. There's a certain brands that only sell up to a certain size, and I would always hate going and shopping and going to fitting rooms because like I would be like, cross my fingers, this will fit, but dang, like the buttons wouldn't even be close. And that would be very like, discouraging as well. But now I go to those stores and I try on pants. Like I went from 38 being like a bit snug on me
Mm-hmm.
to now I'm at 34.
Oh
So
my goodness.
it's crazy how like just 20 pounds makes a difference, but it's amazing. Like I went from double XL to now XL still being a bit loose and large being a little tight. So I'm in the middle right now. But I think soon I'll be able to wear large and it just feels great.
Yeah. And what you
Yeah.
said, like being there for your family, like being fit and healthy, like getting in better
Yeah.
shape. It's like one of
Yeah.
those things people don't realize about weight loss. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you're bettering yourself, bettering your health, but by
Yeah.
extension, you're bettering those around you, right? Because you're
Yeah.
being the best
Yeah.
possible version of yourself. And
For sure.
I know it's been like refresh my memory, but like when was the last time you saw progress like this?
Yeah, I would say like a little over 3 years ago where I was preparing for my wedding. So like that wasn't even like, it wasn't at that point, it was just like, oh, I just till this day I gotta try to lose weight and then I'm good, right? And
Hmm.
then it started going downhill after the wedding again because I was like, oh, I reached my goal. I don't need to worry about it. But I think this program also really helps with making you realize like lifestyle change really matters. And like this is who I'm becoming, right? Like whenever I eat now, like I think not twice, but three times. And I'm like, it's not worth it. Like all my progress that I've made for, this long, like why just throw it down the drain? And like genuinely my body doesn't even like eating that kind of food anymore because whenever I eat it, I don't feel good and I could tell like my body's trying to reject it. So it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And I remember we talked about that. It was like when you're doing so well for so long and you eat kind of something not so great, you don't feel good afterwards. Just like your stomach is like rejecting it, like you said. And
Yeah.
it's a strange feeling when you're used to eating junk food all the time, like in your years prior, right? It's like, wow, I didn't expect I'd become this person who actually enjoys
Yep.
eating healthy, who enjoys, being fit, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And like what would you say is like the number one problem we solved with you then?
Tracking calories.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy how much I didn't realize like when it comes to eating, like how much I was eating. You would think you're like, oh, average calorie intake of a human being is 2000 and I'm eating that much probably, right? But like I really calculated and some days I was like probably reaching 3800 to 4000 calories. And like you think you're eating fine and it's normal, but it's just crazy how much you realize like when it comes to small little things how they add up like oil for instance
Hmm.
like sauces like those two things are the craziest when it comes to how much they impact your calorie intake for the day. So that as well, like small little changes like you showed me I could eat like non-fat Greek yogurt with like hot sauce and like add paprika and
Oh
like
my.
bam, you have an amazing sauce. Like even for like Mexican food, I'll do like non-fat Greek yogurt with like chipotle peppers, blend them up. Man, it's like the best thing ever. So yeah, it's crazy how much aware I am of calories now.
Yeah.
It's like becoming like muscle memory. It's not even like, sometimes I could even like not weigh my food and know like, okay, I know for a fact I'm eating 150 grams of chicken, right? Just from like how much I'm holding in my hand.
Yeah.
So
Right.
yeah, so yeah, to answer your question, like the knowledge of calories, like that has been like the most impactful for me.
Yeah, yeah. And just I completely get what you're saying because I feel like a lot of people struggle with that, right?
Yeah,
They go, okay, like how could like yeah, like calories matter, all that sort of thing, but they actually don't know how to implement it. And then they're buying like the regular Greek yogurt with sugar. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's just a
yeah,
simple swap, you know what I mean? Someone telling you like, hey man, just make this simple swap, you're gonna save yourself a ton of calories. It's the same thing,
yeah,
right?
yeah, for sure.
So it's really cool to hear you say that. And I want to like not was it like frustrating at first, but like how was like what was like the first thing that we did that was like the aha moment?
I would just say like the first thing that was like a like I don't know if it's like an aha moment, but like having a restriction of calories
Hmm.
like made me realize like oh shit, like this is the amount of I'm sorry for my language, but I'm
It's
like
okay.
this is the amount of calories I have to eat to stick within like, 1500, 1600 calories. Like, oh my God, there's barely anything. But as you are learning like what foods you're able to eat to stick within like suppose 1800 calories, you realize like the nutritional food that you could eat, like it outweighs how much you used to previously eat, and it fills you up much faster. So it's like healthier is actually filling you up much more than like the junk. So that was like a really big aha moment for me. Like,
Hmm.
like eating healthy doesn't mean less food. Your volume can still be way high, but your calories will end up being very low. Like it was really hard for me to like actually get like 1700 calories. Like
Yeah.
I struggled to get 1700 like while eating healthy.
Yeah.
So that was like the craziest like aha moment for me.
Yeah, for sure. And I think the other thing that we kind of that I reassured you is like, oh my goodness, this is a lot of food. It's
Yeah,
1700 calories, 1800 calories. It is like a little amount comparatively speaking. But
yeah,
I remember talking to you and be like, excuse me, if the tracking method is consistently the same, because your tracking may be off, right? As
yeah,
long as you are being consistent in that action, we can use that as a variable to evaluate your data and move accordingly, right? So maybe you
yeah,
have it down as 1800, 1700, but in reality, right, it's probably maybe like 2200, 2300, which is totally
yeah,
cool. But having the database, being consistent in it, is how we got how we got to where we are now with the
yeah,
progress. You know, I mean, just making the simple adjustments because we have the data to draw from, right?
yeah,
And
for sure.
showing up. And yeah, so that's pretty much like kind of like the little bit of navigation around the calories and how people can see progress. And I wanted to ask why join with me in the first place.
Just seeing your story and like how passionate you are about it. And I was like, one of the things along with you guiding me on what to do with calories and like, weightlifting and training and all that stuff. The second biggest thing is like, I realized like this person was in their trenches, like was where I am right now. And like he knows how it feels. So I knew you had that understanding of how I felt. And I knew it would be, along with the training and the, calorie intake and whatever you could teach me, you will always keep me up, motivated as well. That was the most important thing for me because I think for me it was more of a mental challenge rather than a physical challenge. Because now you see through the app, right? Like I'm running 4 miles almost every day, and
This guy's an animal.
like yeah, so like and like I just did that this morning and I'm already almost at 10,000 steps and that's my daily goal and it's only in the morning, so I know I could probably get like 15,000 easily if I just relax and walk and do the regular things around the house. So like that stuff I knew it was gonna come. But besides that, like I said, it was a mental challenge for sure, and you helped me overcome that, so thank you. I really appreciate that.
Welcome, welcome. And it's really cool to see someone like so committed, so dialed in, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Because that's what it takes, right? It takes commitment. It takes
yeah,
be wanting to change, wanting to get better, right? And
yeah,
it's such a joy to work with anybody who wants to get better, right? If you be like, I
yeah,
want to change my life, you know what I mean? I can work. But if you're
yeah,
if you're not serious, you're not committed, I can't help you. Nobody can help you, right?
yeah.
You have to be able to think in a different frame of mind. If I want to get in shape, if I want to lose the weight, what do I have to do?
Exactly. Yeah, the
Right?
biggest thing is no matter what, try. Like that's all you as long as you made an effort, like that's the only thing that matters. Like I know in the beginning mentally it's like the biggest hurdle to get over, but just get up. Just get up and just 10,000 is too much for you walking every day. Like try to do like 2,500.
Mm-hmm.
That way, at the end of the day, you'll know like, hey, I tried and I tried to make and I made progress. Like next day, like I'll try 3,000. Like trying somewhere matters the most. Like because at the end of the day, you won't be able to beat yourself up and be like, man, I should like don't wait until it's too late. So that's the most important thing.
Yeah, and I wanted to ask you what was different about my coaching then?
There was something that I tried about 2 years ago. But yeah, when it comes to I think results, you're very patient because like I said, I think that comes from like you being in the position that someone is trying to, get better. You were there once. So
Hmm.
like you realize like, struggle isn't like, a downfall. It's something that will eventually lead you to a place where you'll be so happy with. So like I said, I have tried something before where the person was like, "Yeah, I can't believe you ate this today." It's like, like bringing you down. I never felt like you brought me down. It's always been like, it's okay. Like, tomorrow's a new day. So it's like, okay. So yeah, the biggest thing is you always kept me motivated and no matter what, you didn't like make me feel bad for something, so you realize like no matter what it's an active effort for trying to get better, so yeah.
Yeah, no, that's great, man. And I'm glad I could play that role for you. And like, what would happen, or what do you think would happen, if you didn't join?
I'd probably be still struggling and probably around 260.
Yeah,
Like
wow.
honestly, like I know for a fact I probably would have been 3 weeks in, and it's like, okay, let's go out. Let's have like pasta from Cheesecake Factory or something, and then and then another 3 weeks go by. Then I'd feel motivated again, and so it'd be a constant just lose weight, gain weight, lose weight, gain weight.
Yeah, yeah, right. A lot of people go through that where it's just like they're like, I'm starting, and then 2 weeks, like you said, All right, let's go Cheesecake Factory, right? Let's go Olive Garden. Let's go. It's like, forget about it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And another funny thing is like I think like the other day I was eating something and my wife was like, "Hey, can I get a bite?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." I was like, "I don't mind sharing calories ever." And like previously I'd be like, "I can get it for you," or like, "I'll make you some." It's like now it's like, yeah, sharing, I don't mind sharing calories. I could divide it up with someone else.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man, that was great. And the last thing I wanted to ask you is like anybody who's like watching this video, what would you say to them if they're considering my coaching or considering working with me?
Don't think twice. Like, trust me, when Lewis always posting his before and afters, like it's not a gimmick. Like, he's actually done it, and you can tell from how he looks right now. Like I think the infamous picture was like your before and after of when you used to study that you had. It was the same exact chair, and you were sitting there, and you saw the before and after. And that one, I was like, dang, like this guy actually did it. And like, if he can do it, like, why can't I? And like seeing those videos of you like struggling back in the day, but like still weightlifting and like doing dumbbells, like, I think that really pushed me because that was like seeing like, that's the point that he was at that I am at right now. So it's like, I should just get up and like, start doing some dumbbell curls and whatnot. So that really motivated me. So I would say just trust Lewis, trust the process. It's not gonna be something like overnight. Like, he made me realize it is like something that will happen, but you're doing it in a way where it's not like trying to see results in a month. You're trying to do it in a way where like at least 3 to 6 months, 3 month mark, like right now, like I feel great. Last month I was still like, man, like when will I lose weight? But like that's when it hit me, like, dude, just be patient. Try to do the 1 pound, a pound and a half every week, and slowly you're gonna keep coming down. And I love that graph, seeing the weight
Yeah,
and like you just keep seeing it go down, and that makes you, another reassurance, like the results are in, it's working, you constantly are going down. So
yeah.
yeah, that I would just say trust Lewis, trust the program. And like, if you are looking for lifestyle change, Lewis is going to guarantee that for you.
Yeah, for
So,
sure. And I wanted to ask them, what's like the long-term goal then, right? What do you say is the end
long-term
result?
goal, I think at 200, I will be very happy. I know it's still going to be a long road,
Hmm.
but 200 is where I want to get at and I want to stay at. And I know for a fact once I get to 200, my calorie intake will probably go higher as well because I'll be burning a lot more calories too. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. Not only am I going to be healthier, like I think it's nice that I'll probably be able to eat a little more, but like the unhealthy side of it.
Hmm.
But at the end of the day, like, it's crazy. I don't even think like right now I'm thinking like, oh, when I reach 200, I can eat burgers and all that stuff. But if I reach that point, I don't think I'll want that. Like, because like I said, the lifestyle change, like it
Hmm.
feels great.
Yeah, no. I'm excited to see you there, man. That's gonna be
Yeah,
great.
yeah, yeah. Can't wait.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I wanted to tell you. And you've been great so far, and I look forward to
Yeah.
taking towards your goals and keep working hard.
Yes,
And
sir.
yeah, I'm excited for what the future holds.
Yes, sir.